What's up, TikTok? Hashtag Whiteriverrambo, ATA Floor 2024, St. Louis, Missouri. We just stepped into the MOULTRIE Mobile booth talking to Joe, and he's going to show us all of the new stuff available, as well as go over some of the products that have been available over the last couple of years.
I wanted to start talking about our camera from last year, and that's Edge. This revolutionized the cell cam industry with auto connect technology and built-in memory. What does that mean? So we no longer have to use an SD card in these cameras. It doesn't even have a slot for it. It also isn't strictly AT&T or Verizon. It hits all the major carriers. So as long as there is some cell signal in the area, it's going to work. The other camera from last year was Edge Pro. It brought the same features that I just talked about, but it also brought false trigger elimination technology. And what does that mean? It does that in two ways, and I'll explain why that's important. Half of the images that come into your gallery you could consider them false triggers or trash images. If you're not looking for anything but a deer and you get raccoons or squirrels, it's a false trigger in my opinion. We combat that in two ways, and that is first by detection zones. You can selectively turn off zones, so if a limb falls in the top corner of the frame or grass grows up the bottom, you can turn those zones off. It's not going to trigger that anymore. However, if a deer or whatever comes walking by, it's still going to capture it. The other way we do that and save you battery life and reduce false triggers is by AI technology in the camera. So when this camera takes an image, if you say I only want to see pictures of deer, if it captures anything other than a deer, it analyzes it on the camera and it will not send you that image if it's not what you want to see. So you can really customize your experience to be what you want it to be. Moving on to 2024, this is the Edge 2. Still has all of the beautiful features that we've already talked about, but what this also has, brand new to MOULTRIE Mobile, is on-demand photo and on-demand video. You can, from the MOULTRIE Mobile app, select to receive an on-demand photo or video, and you'll get that in just a couple of seconds. All right. This camera is 36 megapixels. It's got 720p with audio for the video, and it's 0.40 on the trigger speed, up to 80 feet detection range. All right. Moving on to the Edge 2 Pro. Still encompasses all of the features that we've talked about, but this one also has onboard GPS. This camera also has tamper detection. If the camera takes an image and then the next image it takes is wildly different, such as something's knocked the camera or somebody's tampered with it in any way, it analyzes that, it knows it, and it will send you an alert.
Now we're going to kind of talk about some of the accessories that make the entire MOULTRIE system work. You got lithium and chargers and all kinds of stuff. So.
Absolutely. So first I want to talk about our rechargeable battery pack. This replaces the AA tray in any Edge series camera. This has 1,000 charge cycles and is the equivalent of 16,500 AA batteries. So you charge this up, pop it in the camera, and it's going to give you 25% longer battery life than standard AA. All right.
What's the MSRP on that?
59.
59 bucks.
Yep.
Sweet. Moving
on to solar. This is our 3.4 watt solar pack. It only needs a little bit of sunlight to recharge itself from daily camera usage. It's going to come in at 59 bucks, and it has an onboard lithium battery that harnesses the power of the sun, and that's what your camera uses. The 10 watt panel, it's just a bigger panel. So it takes less time to charge the onboard battery than it does for the smaller panel, but it still happens very quickly in just a few minutes.
So let's break that down for just a second, guys. So if you're in a feeder situation, you're taking lots and lots of pictures, you want to step up to the big 10 watt panel. And you know, the solar panel alone has lithium built into it, so it will run the camera without any other existing battery, right?
It will. I will say we always like to recommend that you have onboard AA's, and that's just in case if the panel gets unplugged by some means, you're not just sitting dead in the water with no power. So working down the line of accessories, we have the security box. This will help protect from the two-legged and four-legged critters out there. 16 gauge steel, so it'll really help you out there to make sure your camera's protected. And then brand new for 2024, we have our camera stake. This has the mount on the back specific to our solar panels and our Edge series cameras, so it literally just clicks into place.
Oh, wow. That's going to be super handy because we've all got those little pinch points or ditch crossings or somewhere where there's not a perfect tree. And that's collapsible and looks like made out of steel. So
it is.
It's going to be robust. Awesome. But let's talk about device plans and what it's going to cost to maintain all of this stuff.
Sure. You can do 1,000 images per month, and that's going to run you $9.99 if you do it monthly, $8.99 if you do the annual upfront. Unlimited is $12.99 a month, if you do the annual plan, $16.99 if you do it month to month. We also have a Pro Series plan. This is great if you have 4 or more cameras. You can basically have everything on one plan. The first camera is $34.99 a month. Each camera that you add is $8 a month on top of that. For the feed hub that we've talked about, if you run it monthly, it's $6.99. If you do the annual up front, it's $49 a year, and that breaks down to about $4 a month.
Yeah.
Very affordable.
So it's all broke down. There's no separate payment plan. You simply scan or upload the app and scan the device. There's a little QR code on each device. It will add it to your bill, and you can decide, where you want to be, in the pay-as-you-go deal. But for most people are going to be on that unlimited plan.
That's
most
right.
people are running more than 4.
Absolutely. And everything is done through MOULTRIE Mobile. So you don't have to think about bills from other places or carriers. Everything is done through MOULTRIE Mobile. There's no hidden cost. You can cancel anytime. Of course, you're not going to want to, but you can.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, Joe, I appreciate the time and everything that we've learned here today at MOULTRIE Mobile. Check out MOULTRIEMobile.com. I appreciate everybody tuning in. #WhiteRiverRambo, and I'll see you on the next one from the ATA floor.